Good afternoon, guys. It's 12 p.m. Today is a Saturday, and August 27th. I'm recording the video for Friday, August 26th. Okay. So today's Powell speech will decide at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Based on the last night end of the video comments, I want to see buyers holding it above this and this, right? 4180 and 89. So ideally I want basically buyers to hold about this area for ES and NQ. Break below, more sellers will be active, and yesterday's buyers are gone basically, and then however, let's say if buyers holds it, then they have to take out the backup sellers area to prove their strength. If they fail to do so, we have to assume sellers are there, so and blue lines are important, hunting levels, which are the hunting levels, and the rim numbers are important, right? So these things, correct. And then there is no big story because of people are waiting for Powell speech, right? So 130 and 116 were the dream numbers, right? So so let me put this thing here, right? So let me show you something. So this was the area that I said buyers needs to hold above, right? And NQ $89, right? This is the area, right? So now, so this is based on the pre-market, right? So now let's start, right? So right of the open, there was no bullish disconnect, there was no bearish disconnect, right? So price was neutral, and people are waiting till Powell speech, right? Till then, you can't assume anything, okay? So till then, if you want to trade, you can do scalping, right? From the level. So so right of the open, we did scalping, right? We went long here, and then I think short here, in the dream number and all this thing. But I was in Discord, right? So till then you can only do a thing is scalping, nothing else, So this is the backup sellers area, and for ES this is the backup sellers area, okay? So now this backup sellers area, I did not put it after 8:30 watching this move, I wrote the note at 6 o'clock. Right, at 6 o'clock price was here somewhere like 13,080 or so, right? At that time I put this area as a backup sellers area, okay? So you just need to understand, this is not like after the fact, this is before the fact, me putting the level here, right? So price was here in ES, right? So then what happened? Then the news happened, right? And price started up, and then it went all the way to the dot to the backup sellers area in both of them, and it got rejection, correct? Now when I wrote the note, we know this area is important, right? Which is this area, right? And ES, NQ, we know this area is important, so buyers have to hold above it. So right after my notes, right, they held this area, okay? Then during this news time, price came to this area and then bounce, right? Here same thing, here actually it was better in ES, right? Then it bounced, so that means now you put the pre-market into place, and then you understand that yes, it bounced from it and price is going higher. In order to prove, buyers have to take out the backup sellers area to prove it, right? But they failed, here they failed, right? And price came down. Before open, it was trading right into dream number. Now dream numbers are deadly, right? So it works, and then you can have a very good move. This yellow line is my exchange area, right? That is also important, right? And here there was a blue line. So this line was a blue line actually. I turned it now it's no longer valid, but that was a blue line, right? So this blue line held it here, right? Hunting level, and then it came down, right? And then it was holding a dream number right of the open. So there was some scalping here, up and down both ways. So but the idea here is when it came down, you have to understand this was yesterday's high, Thursday's high, right? if price went above it, see here it already got the rejection, see that, then it went through it, why the hell it did not hold it above it, and why the hell even it before Powell's speech this thing tried to go higher? You have to ask yourself a question, valid question, right? Why the hell before Powell's speech price tried to go higher like this kind of breakout move, right? Something is off, and even though if it goes higher, then why the hell somebody shorts it here? By looking at this, it was a strong up move, right? So now you have to question yourself that whatever this thing is going on is not legit move, because of this down move. So now it's an equal ground going into Powell's speech, okay? So then during Powell's speech, what happened, right? So which is right around here, right? Price touched the dream number and went down, right? But our goal was this area, that buyers can defend this area, right? And initial move, I said wait for 5 to 10 minutes, before you trade or assume anything that sellers are active because of this down move, or buyers, or vice versa, right? 5-minute chart, focus, 5 to 10 minutes, that is the exact word I used it, right? So ES also did same thing. So both of them sliced through this area, which they held it here, but now during the speech they sliced through it, right? So during the speech, always, during important announcement, price can go through certain levels, right? But that doesn't mean that that side is active unless it goes it again does the same behavior, So at first time down, sellers were not active, you can't assume, so you can still buy it, but you may have to wait for a price to pause, right? Because price can slice through your level, right? So here it sliced through it, but then if sellers were so strong, why the hell they didn't even hold below 50, right? So here the moment it goes above it, you can go long right here, back to the dream number, or somewhere here, and you can do scalping, during the news time, scalping means more points actually here, there are more points, but it's not actually a scalping, but you are playing safe during news time, right? So ES also you can do the same thing above this 79 area, so I think few of the members took this long also. See, I took the long right here on the way down. So my long was at 73 and 54 and also lower here also, I just keep adding the longs, and then I build out everything here, okay? Because that's all I do on Friday, just one trade, few points and I'm done, right? So officially I was done here. Then what happened? See, now you have to realize that, hey, this down move was fake initially, right? And now price was above this area. So now we have to assume buyers are there. Simple, right? And now they have to take out these areas. So here, by looking at this, right? And this candle was so strong, right? Look at this. So strong buying, right? Here also, look at this. So strong buying, right? Then the next candle should have been another up. Right? That is what you are expecting here now, right? Because all this selling is gone now by looking at this candle, right? Doesn't mean you have to buy it here during news time, because news time price can fake you out, right? But at least you wait. If price goes above this, pull back, you buy. Same thing here, right? So, but here there is one thing to note, right? So when price went higher this way, right? See, there is a different arrow here because I missed that thing. In a real time when I was watching this thing talking, I missed this point here. So you can see there was a double divergence here. One, see, first time it was here, second time AD was even lower, 780 minus 700. So it kind of a bearish disconnect on the way up, right? Because yesterday closing was 95, price was at 04, and AD was minus 700. It's a bearish disconnect and double bearish divergence. This was a short opportunity. But since we are day trader, we do not want to assume. Sometimes internals can fake you out, especially during the news time, right? But that was a warning sign. If you are trying to take a breakout here, that was your warning sign, that wait, let price confirms it first. And then what happened? You are expecting now going higher, right? By looking at this, the next candle straight down. That means there is a rejection at 160, yesterday's high, right? Which is not supposed to happen actually, right? But still, let's say it happened, right? Fine. Then what? Then you want price to hold above dream number. Simple, right? And this area in ES. Then what happened? Next two candles slice through it like a piece of cake with the momentum. See, upside here, there was no upside momentum when price went higher. When it went down, there was a down negative momentum. Very good, right? So at least you know sellers were in control when the first down move happened. When the up move happens, buyers were not in control because of double divergence, less momentum, right? See my point here? Then this thing happen. Now you know, rest assured that sellers are indeed in control, because this time again it made a minus 600 and lower. And this thing sliced through the dream number after minor response. See that? See, now you are ready to short. But the problem was, because of these buyers, you can't short it here. You can aggressively, but I rather wait because of this 970 backup buyers area, right? So same logic applies. If sellers are in control, they have to take out the backup buyers area then, right? Similar to here. This was a backup buyers area, right? So at least now you know price will come to this point, right? So that's why if you want to do aggressive short below 50, you can targeting this area. And then you have to bail out and wait, right? So let's see. See here? And it responded here. Right here, right? So I was watching these things. So here I shared this trade in Discord also, that I took a short at 978 right here at this candle. Why? Because now, because of this, price told us, and at that time internals was way down, AD was way down, liquidation high. It looked like a trend down day. Whoever bought it here due to this move, they all got trapped. Here trapped, here trapped, here they got trapped. Whoever took the breakout, 3 sets of buyers got trapped here. Now there will be a powerful move down, if it takes out backup buyers area, and then it won't allow to do price to go higher, at that point. So that's why I took the risk here at 978 right into support. I took a short. All I was wanting is to see whether price even goes above here or goes down. If it goes above, I am wrong and price may ping pong. If it goes down, slice through it, I know it's gonna go further down, at least back to this 895, and break below, it's going to take, because those are the blue lines, right? Yes, same thing, blue lines, right? Blue line to blue line. So yes, here you can short, targeting this blue line, you bail out, right? And then you wait. See, ES you can't do like NQ. ES you have to wait. And then when ES goes down like this, now you can short, target this. Then when it goes through this, you can use this area as a resistance and you can short. See? So that's how you have to read it and short it. Read it, short it, read it, short it. Because this move was news driven, right? So I really don't trust the news driven move on the same day. Next day, yes, I can trust it, but not the same day, right? So you have to be proactive, unlike you have to be careful and then short, So same thing here. See, these are the shorts all around blue lines. See here, blue lines. Once blue line is taken out, you short again, and that's it, right? So now, was this down move was capturable fully? No. Otherwise I would have shorted right here. If I was expecting a trend down day or trend up day in advance, that is what I would like to do, right? Always I expect something in advance, if it is a trend down or up, and then I layer up my trade accordingly at the best location, right? So today I was not expecting a trend down day or up day, like upfront. But due to Powell's speech, it may happen, that I also know. But when it happens, it will be too late to know, because it's a news driven. So it will always, you will know later on. But I like the trend day up or down move when I know in advance that today could be a possibility, and then based on that I get the best location like this at the top, and then I can hold it entire day, right? But today that was not the case. It was all dependent on news, right? So up and down this news driven, you don't know what's gonna happen. When it went down like this, then you know the trend day may happen, right? But by the time you already lost the location edge, ES was already down 50 points. See my point? So at that point you can only do is what? Be careful, selective trade, short few points out, short few points out, you know, that's it. So that's the way you have to read it and trade it, you know. So on a upfront, after the fact, it looks very easy, right? That man, you know, it's trending down like crazy, you know, I would have shorted everywhere, you know, all these levels done. But it's not the case, you know. You just have to be very careful. This day was news driven, you know. So now if these sellers are strong, right, based on this, now everybody is on board in shorting, right? So coming Monday, everybody should short them, right? But that is not the case either, you know. I don't believe this down rally until Monday and Tuesday. I can see more down move. Otherwise I know it could be fake move, you know. And the good indicator is, good gauge is, if price, let's say this area, this area, right? So if price, let's say Monday and Tuesday, goes above this area, right, you can rest assured it was a fake selling, you know, most likely situation. But we'll see, you know. I don't want to claim anything until we see it, right? And that be all for regular video, right? Now let me do Mboxwave also, right? So I didn't check it during that time because I know by looking at this it will show you the sell signal, right? But that is not the question here. Question is, where is Mboxwave is able to give you the trade somewhere here? That is the point, right? So let's check. I'm looking at with you, you know, first time. So but these lines, right, these are my levels. So this is the powerful blue line, hunting levels, right? If you watch the previous part of this video, this was the level during the news time it got rejection, right? This is my dream number, this is my hunting level, this is my hunting level, powerful levels, you know. So here the first thing, but anyway, you don't know about the hunting level, but you assume somebody sold it here at randomly some level, right? Then so let's forget these levels for now. Let's do this exercise here. Since we are working at first time, so okay, so before open, let's draw a line here, right? So these are the lines. So these are the this is a support, visible support, right? And despite this supply, right, this supply was great here, right, compared to this buying overall or this demand, but it didn't go down and somebody bought it, right? So that's the basically the situation, right? So now we assume this is a support, right? And then there was a double algo here also, right? Somebody bought it here in this support, right? And there was a, you know, buying going on during the news time. So fine, right? It went higher and suddenly it just came down. So now at least you know this news driven move was fake, right? Because then price should not come down the straight up like this and then straight down like this, right? Something is off, okay? So that's the first impression I would get it, right? Now let's forget about my levels here, right? Then what happened? Then prices again came down to the same support, right before open, or actually after the open, right? So opening was right around here, right? So it came up to here. See, I shorted it here actually. I shorted right here, and then I targeted this area. Now Discord folks knows it why I did that, but anyway, so I scalp basically because I know price is not supposed to go anywhere before Powell's speech, right? And now at this point I know because of this up move and down move, you know, it's a fake move, so it will come down to at least this support, you know. That's why I shorted it here. Anyway, so it came down here, right, before the 10 o'clock news, right? So here, that's where the Powell started talking, right here, into this support, right? So, and then what happened? Next thing you know is price went down, right? So let's scroll down, like this, right? So as I said in Discord, right, that 5-minute time frame, focus on first 5 to 10 minutes, watch it, right, before you do any action. So here Now you know this support was taken out, right? Sellers are so strong, they took it out during the news time. Now this is the fake. It could be fake too because it's a news time, right? So you have to watch. So here there was more selling, right? Covering all this buying. Here also more selling, right? This is a flip also. So now you know at least sellers are in control above below this area, right? Then what happened? Another 5 minutes. You can see this, right? Now what? Now you know, okay, whoever sold it here, going with the flow, many day traders would like to do that, right? They all got trapped. Now buyers are in control, back in business, right? Because not only they took out these sellers forcefully, despite this negativity, right? And they took out all these levels also, all these buyers, right? Oh, sorry, sellers. See here my short was here, right? So like me, somebody else also shorted it probably, right? So this buying took out all those sellers. Now what is the expectation at this point? Now I'm thinking, man, first 5 minutes was down, second 5 minutes was up, right? Sellers were here, buyers are here. Now what? Should I buy here or should I wait? Because now there is no information, right? Sellers, buyers, no one is winning at this point, right? So let's wait for a price to take out this area. If buyers were really strong, right, let them take out this area, pull back and I will go long. If sellers were strong, let them take out this low and then I'm strong, right? And then I want to see something here too. Simple, right? But at least here I would expect, since they took out these things, right, I'm expecting a follow through to the upside, right? I do not want price to go down again, then something is off, right? And I want to see something here. See, look at this. When this move happened, look at this damn thing. It was an imbalance, you know, there is no buying at all. Here there was a pace buying, right? But there was no buying here. So look fishy, you know. I wouldn't go long here, right? Anyway, I'm not going to long. Even though there was a huge buying here, I wouldn't go long. I would go long above this area, you know, wait for it. Then what happened? One down move, right? Are you expecting this down candle? I was not, but let's find. Then again down and then again down. Now what? Maybe these buyers were fake. Looks like it. This is right. Imbalance is good, you know. Now they are again trapped. Whoever tried to do a breakout buying, they all trapped now, you know. Okay, so now what? Now let me wait for price to take out this and this my level also, you know. Then I'm good. But you guys don't know the levels, right? So you guys only look at this low and say, you know what, let it take it out, you know. And then some selling, if I see some selling here, I would short. There you go, right? Look at the bounce here. See that? Touch my level, a little bounce. See? But the next thing is what? Slice through it. There was your short. See, my short was here, right at this top of this candle, right? But let's say you took the short here. Since you don't know about this level, this is your short, you know. Then what? Then you hold it, right? This was another level, right? Pull back, boom, and then everything is good, right? See, this buying again imbalance. See that? Now only problem was today was this. There is nothing here, no selling at all, you know. So there was a problem here, you know. That selling came only after this point onwards, and you can see it. After that, price never poked higher, right? So this was like a gray area trading to me, you know. This is actual selling after that, right? But anyway, there was a double algo here, and then you can do sell, 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 you know, all these things. But then look at this. See this? While it was going down, this thing was going up. And there was no visible selling or buying here, right? So price went down because there was no buying. That's all. It was, the price was trying to find some buying. That's why it was going down, to find those buyers. and there were no buyers just because of the Powell speech, you know. That's why it just went down and down. But this is, you can see it, see, this things all the way it went down, but look at this strong divergence, right? So something is fishy with this down move, you know, but just, you know, I'm just saying. So just watch Monday and Tuesday, you know, and that'll be all.